2K Sports pregame show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to 2K Sports. We're already getting the feel for this new NBA season. Taking it all in with me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Knicks in New York. For the Knicks, they find themselves with a comparable win percentage to this time last year, but looking to make a push as this season continues. And what a beginning to the season we've had. Some amazing plays, some huge games. Shaq, for the teams that have gotten out to a fast start, how do they go about maintaining that momentum?
Well, it's called PPM, Ernie. Perseverance, physically and mentally. Put your hands up, Ernie. Put your hands up, Kenny.
Okay.
Touch it.
All right.
Join hands. You just got to ride the wave and don't overthink it. Bring it back, Kenny. Oh, there you go. Ride the wave. Don't overthink. One last time. Ride the wave. There you go.
Oh,
Bring it back. Yeah.
I think I get it.
Yeah.
I got it.
I call my hands.
What does that have to do with maintaining that momentum?
You got to ride the wave, Ernie.
Oh, okay.
That's the point I was trying to make.
Well,
have you got something that doesn't require physical demonstration?
Well, I just say that your hands were very soft. I just want to say that. You do a good job of, moisturizing.
Moisturizing.
Yeah,
yes.
you do.
And you know what it was? It was some of that Gold Bond. Man up, Ernie.
Oh, my goodness, man. Well, let's just keep improving and see what happens.
Let's go courtside. Kevin Harlan has the call.
A breathtaking view of the New York City skyline as taken from the Empire State Building. We're coming to you live from Manhattan. It's time for some hoops at the home of the New York Knicks. We're bringing it to you live on 2K Sports. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. Last game for the Hornets, the loss to the Timberwolves.
And no doubt that the fight was there, but no matter what they tried on that night, it just wasn't meant to be.
And their troubles just seemed to get compounded as they got later into that game. They did not have it that night whatsoever, and it ended up being a double-digit loss.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kristaps Porzingis was taken with the 4th pick in 2015, and he was considered a project then, but he's shown himself ready, and part of that has been his mentality. He said, "They thought I was afraid, but that's not who I am. I'll never back down from anybody. If I want to succeed, I can't be scared of anybody. I've got to be fearless out there on the court." Kevin?
Thanks, GA. And what's scary is Porzingis is only going to get better. That kind of fearlessness will help him in the long run. A lot of experienced veterans in tonight's game, which brings up a question, Brent. We often see freshmen dominate in college, but it usually takes years for someone to have that same domination in the pros. Why the difference?
I don't know, Kevin. You've been watching the last 4 or 5 years. Doesn't it feel like the young guys are coming in and doing damage right away?
I see them exactly. Their fingerprints have never been more bold and impactful than right now.
I agree. The last decade has shown some of the incredible talent and young talent that the league has been able to find, and they've come in and done a remarkable job with each of their opportunities.
So the Hornets win the tip. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for the Hornets, inside, Williams at the 4, Howard in the middle. Michael Carter-Williams is out there with Jeremy Lamb, and it's Batum in at the 3 side. Now here's Williams, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Hardaway against Batum. Now here's Hardaway. He's covered closely. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And here's Charlotte. Carter-Williams kicks to Batum. Passes it to Williams. Back to Batum. Williams, a screen on Hardaway. Batum dishes to Williams. And a fast break now for the Knicks. And it's Hardaway slamming it down.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. That was a terrific replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. And so it's Charlotte with it, following the score by New York. Williams gets the bucket. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Jack against Carter Williams. Good work there as it goes.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Hornets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. He dishes it to Howard. Back to Carter Williams. It's stolen by Jack. Tries it from 19. Hardaway, no good.
Looked a little bit forced. No reason for it either. The defense was not even in the frame.
Howard setting the pick for Carter Williams. Here's Williams. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
There's a screen by Cantor. Here's Jack. The shot, no good. And Charlotte will come the other way. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
And Howard puts these dunks away so easily, especially when he's that deep in the paint.
For New York, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Lee kicks to O'Quinn. Pass to Cantor. Picked by O'Quinn. Shot by Jack. Wide open. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for New York.
And the three-pointer was their preferred weapon. It can be a risky strategy, but it's one that more and more teams have embraced over the years.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Feeds it to Lamb. Shot clock at 6. Back to Carter Williams. It's stolen by Jack. Over in the corner, Lee. There's the feed to Jack. Knocked loose. And now Carter Williams pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
And not many players at that position, as explosive as he is in a close game, just rose up to the challenge.
Now here's Lamb following the shot by Jarrett Jack.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The dish now to O'Quinn. Pass to Lee. Can they get it? And it's good on the layup.
Lee, a good job down low. Tough to do as a guard to carve out that much room. And Dwight Howard, the second ever and last ever #1 overall pick, taken directly out of high school. As we know, the rules have taken effect. Coming out of Southwest Atlanta Christian Academy. That's a pretty good gig. You know, your first job out of high school is playing in the NBA.
Here's Jack following the basket by Nicholas Batum. Jack passes to Hardaway. Kicks to Cantor. That one doesn't go. Good D by Howard. Cantor dishes to Jack. Hey, Brent, right off the bat, we're already seeing several big-name rookies struggle a little bit. Talk about the adjustment going from being the star player, the guy on your college team, to becoming, initially at least, a contributor in the NBA.
I think it's difficult, the mental adjustment for a player to come to practice and do all the things to prepare for a practice and then work extra either before or after practice, Kevin, and then go to a game, put on your uniform, and sit. It's just not something that they're used to. They haven't done it for 10, or 10 or 12 years. And so it's important to have 3 things at that point, Kevin. 1, a coach that continues to tell you what you need to work on. 2, an assistant coach that works with you daily on the things that the coaches told you about. And the last part is having a veteran guy as a mentor. That can be extremely important in you keeping your confidence and the idea of be ready, stay ready when your opportunity presents itself.
And looking at this Charlotte roster, really the strength of it is their perimeter play. A good collection of dynamic playmakers and shooters from that point guard to small forward position. They are the bulk of this team's offensive threats.
Howard kicks to Carter Williams. Clock at 6. On the wing, Lamb. He tries for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And really, you'd like to just see more from that inside game offensively. In that one, it didn't happen.
And sometimes your poor shooting from the perimeter can dictate, it should dictate, that you go to the inside. Tonight, they didn't do it.
Greg, the Hornets were strong outside, but weak inside. I guess they've addressed that weakness, going for Dwight Howard.
Yeah, they went out and got what they felt could be an anchor on that front line. And listen, he's going to provide that rim presence that they lacked a season ago. The question is, can he also give them some punch offensively?
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
It feels like Courtney Lee, wherever he goes, he fits in and he finds a way to play a lot of important minutes for the team he's on.
Now here's Williams. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. And Marvin Williams, for a long while, had been viewed as a tweener. You know, a player who was stuck somewhere, Greg, between the small and power forward positions.
Yeah, and for a lot of players, that is plenty to get you minutes. I mean, Williams has improved on his defense here later in his career, and hey, he shot more threes, and it's really become a weapon for him over the course of his career.
That free throw missing. And Brent, you went up against Hornacek as a player and even defended him a couple times. What was it like playing against Hornacek, the player?
Well, I want you to ask Jeff Hornacek if I defended him, because I thought I did a good job, and sometimes the box score didn't reveal it. But what a tremendous shooter, a great off-ball mover, certainly in that system with John Stockton. And if there was any room, Kevin, that I gave Jeff Hornacek, and trust me, there was plenty of times I did that, he was knocking down jump shots. One of the most efficient players in Jazz history.
Now, here's Cantor. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. There's the pick. Takes a 3. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Good job by Courtney Lee catching the defense by surprise.
Hornets trail by 3. Now here's Carter Williams. 9-point game his last outing. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Jack. The teardrop falls in. Jack's got 6 points.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
Carter Williams, the pass to Batum. Dishes it to Howard. Lee with the steal. Carter Williams against Jack. Lee sets a screen for Jack. Lee kicks to O'Quinn. Just 5 to shoot. Over Carter Williams. It's deflected. Ball's knocked loose. Lets a floater go. And the layup by Jack. And it's a 7-point Knicks lead. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
Yeah, it's a good time to talk things over. Try to stop what's been a brutal run.
Yeah, he's got to use every device at his disposal at this point, and I think he wants to give other guys a breather right now.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at New York. They're still struggling, trying to string something together, getting a lot of wins. The competition, though, so tough. And checking out Charlotte, right on their tail, vying to move up and take over if they get the chance.
And checking out Charlotte, they've fallen all too quickly down to that spot at the bottom of the standings. If any team needed a bright start, it was them.
Yeah, with the quality of a lot of teams they're now staring up at, it's going to be difficult for them to bounce back from this kind of start and make a huge climb up the standings.
And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. There's Baker. Here's Ntilikina. The layup off target. Here's Monk. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And how about Monk there? You better get in front of him when he's in attack mode. If you allow him to get to that launching pad, it is too little, too late.
There's Baker. Kicks it out to Beasley. The pass to Noah. Here's Ntilikina, and he jams it with authority.
Yeah, unselfish play by Noah, zipping the quick pass over.
Hornets trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Kaminsky dishes to Monk. Charlotte moving the ball around. Bacon's shot is off. New York's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Ntilikina. 9-point game his last outing. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Brent, as we're becoming a more positionless league, the league is asking guys entering the NBA to do more things. And so, with that being said, of some of the youngsters, who strikes you as the most versatile?
I really love the demeanor and approach of Karl Anthony Towns' game right now. I just feel like there's something that he has in terms of how he controls himself on the floor, Kevin, and the full confidence of the complement of skills he has. Stepping back and shooting threes, playing out of the post and making passes, handling the ball on the fast break. I think Karl Anthony Towns does some amazing things and is incredibly versatile from that 5 position.
And Beasley drops both of them. In other sports, the drafts have so many rounds, the scouts have a lot of work to do, but with only 2 rounds in the NBA draft, Brent, can the GM really just cover most of it?
I think the GMs, at least the smartest GMs, Kevin, have a great team behind them that gets out there, gathers as much information as possible, and does as much in terms of not only the play, but the player, the dynamics of the player, his characteristics, what he's about. To bring all that information to a general manager and present it to him before the draft, teams do a great job of targeting guys that they think are going to enhance their roster.
And now the international realm comes into play too.
Well, if I signed you up for my Mediterranean scouting service, Kevin, would you do it?
I'd do it for free.
I'll see you over there.
And maybe not as highly touted as some other guards that went before him, but Malik Monk can be scary on the floor. He can get hot like no other, and once he's dialed in, the points just seem to flow.
It's his first trip to the line. Free throw drops for Monk. And Greg, as you said, Monk has that ability to take over with his shooting.
I mean, Monk looks to get going with his scoring at all times, and he's just got that shooter's mentality where all shots are good shots. That can be a positive and a negative, but I prefer he have that aggressive mentality when it comes to scoring the basketball.
And so he hits both.
There's a quiet confidence that Monk seems to play with. You can see he just feels like nobody can guard him. Kid just plays with an edge.
Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Baker. Noah the screen. Baker kicks to Hernangomez. 6 on the shot clock. Goes back up. Zeller grabs the board.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Zeller setting the pick for Monk. Kaminsky kicks to Monk. He feeds it to Zeller. Here's Stone. Comes up empty down low. Here's Baker. Noah the screen. Free throw line jump shot. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Wow, huge sigh of relief for the defense on that possession. You cannot give mid-range shooters any space like that to operate.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Ntilikina. He's averaging 7 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's putting in the effort, and you can see him getting better with time.
So many little things that you have to learn to grow as a player. He's just going through a bit of that process right now.
Here's Beasley. The baseline jumper goes down. And the Knicks lead by 9.
I love the fact that Ntilikina is skilled at being a ball mover. He's got a pass-first mentality, and that's winning basketball.
Here's Stone. There's Bacon. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against New York.
And in last season, the Knicks raised expectations with some of those big free agent signings and trades in the prior year. And let's face it, things just didn't work out quite how they had planned. Some would say they underachieved. Hard pill to swallow for a fan base that went into the year with so much hope.
And the first one drops. And a big problem for the Knicks and their shortcomings last season was their defense.
Yeah, and listen, they have some shot blocking, but as a whole, the defense lacked teeth. More than anything else, it played a part in the disappointment of last season's campaign, and it's something they'll be focusing on in the coming years.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Ntilikina. Beasley outside. He kicks to Noah. To the paint. It's tipped. Here's Stone. Here's Monk. And yes, it's good. Monk's got 6.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Offensive rebound. That one goes. Count it.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
There's 42 seconds left in the first. Stone kicks to Zeller. He dishes it to Stone. Pass to Kaminsky. Shot clock at 6. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Charlotte needs to get a shot. Off target from 3-point range. The Knicks leading by 7. From deep. Ntilikina can't hit.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight. That's good passing down low. He's good at working the ball deep into the post.
Now Beasley. Baker. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. Back right after this. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes that can swing things your way.
Well, they're taking care of the ball. They're attacking on defense, and this has them out to a big lead after 1.
The Knicks leading by 5. They've got Noah. Baker out there with Ntilikina. Then there's Hernangomez, and it's Beasley in at the 3 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Here's Ntilikina, and the basket is good. Ntilikina's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Knicks.
And you can see he's been working on that post game. Ntilikina showing some skill set down on that low block, using that length to his advantage.
Now, here's Monk. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Minnesota, and the shot goes in.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Beasley outside. Feeds it to Noah. Back to Beasley. From the stripe, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Hornets trail by 5 to the middle. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
And that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Hernangomez. Over Zeller. No good from Hernangomez.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Stone passes to Zeller. Kaminsky inside, covered by Noah, and the basket by Kaminsky.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
The feed to Noah. Noah the screen. Baker kicks it to Noah. Got a hand on it. Here's Stone. And the pass to Bacon. A 3-ball. Hands it from downtown. Bacon's got 5 points so far. New York trailing. Passes it to Bacon. Now the dish to Noah. Here's Ntilikina. Beasley the screen. Over Kaminsky. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Beasley's got it all tied up now for New York.
I give some credit to the screen out there. That totally freed up the shooter to take advantage of that look.
Charlotte calls timeout. Brent, so many heady players, tough players, eventually become coaches. We've seen it time and again. And what kind of situation would it take, for instance, for you to get involved with that? Either on the floor, on the bench, or in the front office?
I'll tell you right now, Kevin, I'm so thankful for my local YMCA because I've coached the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade teams for the last few years.
Good for
I'm
you.
not getting paid for it, but I think I'm learning more there than I would in the league.
But you enjoy it.
I do enjoy it, and Kevin, I think basketball has been such a big part of my life that at some point I will love the opportunity to be involved with one of the 30 teams in the league in some capacity.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
The Knicks shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw drops for Jack. You look at the Knicks last season, the organization just wasn't on the same page. Front office members, Brent feuding with current and former players. Team active in trade talks, it seemed season long. Hard to win games with that atmosphere.
Well, it was a circus last year. How many things happened on and off the court for the Knicks where they spent a tremendous amount of energy dealing with that instead of the problems closing out and getting rebounds and suffering through turnovers. You just don't want to spend any extra energy with that kind of stuff, and it felt like it just piled on the Knicks last year.
Here's Jack following the score by Charlotte. Five to shoot. Off the pick. And it's off the back rim. No good.
He had a teammate wide open for a better shot. I don't know why he still attempted that with the D right in his face.
And O'Quinn sends it back.
Good reach by O'Quinn, getting to the shooter and reading when he was releasing it.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
Well, the defense looked lost there. Get out your compass. No excuses. You got to guard the perimeter.
And here is Carter Williams. Lamb with the ball. Batum for three. And Lee pulls it down. And now in transition, it's Jack. Here we go. From 17 feet out. Again, the miss by Jack. Hornets trail by 4. And Lamb kicks to Williams. Doesn't go for him. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Hardaway. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Well, from our angle, that looked like that was going in. But defense, fantastic how they contested it.
Lee with the steal. Shoots. They get the rebound. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Picked by Williams. Carter Williams dishes to Lamb. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Carter Williams has got his 4th assist in this one. New York leading by 4. Batum with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Rebounded by Hardaway.
And the effort and anticipation on defense won't show up in the individual stat sheet, but effective.
Yeah, he takes a nice angle on it. He doesn't get the block, but he does get the alter.
And a fast break now for the Knicks. Lee's running. O'Quinn, high post. Outside Hardaway. Lee kicks to O'Quinn. From down low. And no good. Excellent D from Howard. Batum attacking. Great D that time from Hardaway. New York shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. And it goes down 2 points. Hornets trail by 6. Screen by Howard. Carter Williams kicks to Williams. Back to Carter Williams. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Carter Williams looks like he's floating out there, but has that deceptive first step.
Jack against Carter Williams. Outside Jack. Kicks it to O'Quinn. 6 on the shot clock. Over Williams. And he overshot that one, missing.
Oh, you just relish those kind of opportunities. And the defense got lucky, but they need to guard that area of the floor a little bit better.
No good from Lamb. New York leading by 4. Here's Lee. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. Jack's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so here's Charlotte. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for it. Over in the corner, Lamb. Dishes to Carter Williams. No good on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And slam dunk by Lamb.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Well, this team now has to settle in right here and have a great possession without getting so aggressive that you compound your mistake.
And so it's New York with it, following the score by Charlotte. 4 on the shot clock. There's a screen by Canada. No good from Lee.
He sunk that 3 in the first, but yet to make another one.
And as great as Nicholas Batum is, the one issue he's dealt with, Greg, his entire career is staying consistent during games.
And with his skill set, it is hard for Batum to be completely absent. He can play, though, too passively at times when you know what he's capable of. And he's at his best when he is active and aggressive.
The Hornets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. No good on the free throw. And Dwight Howard, the first pick overall in the 2004 draft. At his peak, he won the Defensive Player of the Year award in 3 consecutive seasons. And, Brent, he's the only one.
I think you have to, at some point, just realize what it is that Dwight Howard has been for the length of his career. A lot of people had tremendous expectations that he was going to dominate offensively. It's just not been the case. He has led the league in rebounding 6 times. He's been an 8-time All-Star and will probably end up being in the Hall of Fame.
Now here's Lamb after Enes Kanter's miss. Lamb passes to Howard. On the wing, Lamb over Lee. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
Now, this is a quarter that he would love to forget as soon as possible. Not getting anything to go.
Screen by Lee. Hardaway kicks to Kanter. He feeds it to O'Quinn. Williams with the block. Outside, Batum. For 3. Kept alive. Here's Carter Williams. No good with the layup.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Jack's shot is good.
Now, right now they're winning because of him. Love the shots that he's taking, and he's got the green light.
And the Hornets call time here. You were known for a lot of stuff. Great passing was one of them. Also known as an exceptional shooter. Of all the guys you played with, who is the best at setting you up for a score?
Wow, I think my years playing alongside Gary Payton in Seattle, he drew so much attention, Kevin, with his ability in transition, of course, that patented spin move of his, and then his great ability as a 6'4" guard to post up, especially on that left block, drew a lot of double teams, and that opens up shooters on the weak side. That's where I happen to be.
All the great point guards see the floor so well. They know where everybody is, don't they, Brent?
And the best ones, Kevin, you're right. The best ones are the ones willing to pitch the ball ahead. That's when you really have something special.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And that one is good by Beasley.
I'm not sure why anyone would leave him alone at that range. Head scratcher.
Pick by Zeller. Here's Stone. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Hernan Gomez has got his 6th rebound on the night. A minute 50 left in the first half of the game. Noah kicks to Baker. Here's Bacon. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And last season, Greg, one big issue for the Hornets was their bench.
Charlotte tried their best to address that issue this past offseason. It just goes to show that you need to have a complete roster to compete. A lot of games were given away by the Hornets last year by losing ground when the starters left the court.
The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe. New York leading by 3. Beasley outside. Here's Hernan Gomez. Got a piece of it. They get it back. Charlotte has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Yes, that goes in. 10 points for Frank Kaminsky.
Commending the unselfish play there. What vision on that pass.
Pass to Baker. Beasley with now guarded by Kaminsky. Fires from 14. Count that one. Beasley's got 6 here in this quarter. There's 57 seconds left here in the second. Feeds it to Kaminsky from the arc. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. Herman Gomez has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Well, there are good fouls, and then there's those fouls. That's not a good one. Limits himself on defense, and he can't nearly be as physical for the rest of the period.
Here's Baker. 35 seconds left in the first half. Shot clock at 6. Noah the screen. Here's Ntilikina.
And lots of credit for the team around him. They're picking up the slack here tonight. He just can't buy a bucket right now.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Pick by Zeller. From 18 feet away. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Knicks lead by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. They didn't stop fighting in the second quarter as they maintained most of their first quarter lead and now lead by 3 at the break. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, they're putting bodies on people. If you just look at the rebounding numbers, you can tell that they've been putting their body on and being more physical than the other team. Now, that fact looms large on both sides, and that's going to be the difference in the second half.
And, big fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
Reminds me of Kenny's suit selection. Has been very, very sloppy. Way too many turnovers. They look unorganized, out of control. It's not pretty basketball. The good news, though, they're still in a great position to win the game if they just cut down the turnovers.
That's it for halftime. Glad you could join us, as now we send you back to the action for the start of the third quarter.
The skyline of Midtown Manhattan so beautifully lit up tonight as we welcome you back to New York City. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Jarrett Jack with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And how disruptive was he in that first half? I mean, creating havoc, causing turnovers, and really energizing his team.
So many times we talk about offensive players being in a great rhythm. Well, right now, defensively, he's in one. Great anticipation and reading those passing lanes.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. New York leading by 3. Tipping off the second half. Here's Steve Clifford's 5. Inside, Williams at the 4, Howard in the middle. Michael Carter-Williams is out there with Jeremy Lamb, and it's Batum in at the 3. Here's Jack. Here's O'Quinn. Good, and Jack gets the assist. O'Quinn's got the first points of the second half here for the Knicks. Hornets trail by 5. Now here's Carter-Williams on the wing. Lamb. Williams dishes to Howard. No good that time. Excellent D from Cantor. Batum against Hardaway. Cantor with a screen on Batum. Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Batum. Williams, a screen on Hardaway. Batum attacking, and Nicholas Batum with the slam.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
If anything could change the momentum, it's that kind of play. Cloud of smoke has people standing on their feet.
O'Quinn with it. He's guarded by Williams. Outside Hardaway. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, Cantor always thought of as a scorer first. That time, an excellent job spotting his teammate and getting the ball to him.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Carter Williams kicks to Batum. Rebounded by Hardaway. Hardaway has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Now here is Jack. He's got 15. Here's O'Quinn. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Watch Kyle O'Quinn play, and you see a player who's a solid option off the bench.
Well, at a Norfolk State, Kyle O'Quinn has the kind of size that you would want for that position. I'm not sure necessarily about a skill set as a stretch 4 out there, but he brings great energy, a nose for rebounding, and comes in and gives you consistent effort.
The first free throw is good.
And over time, O'Quinn has carved out a nice role for himself, a capable and bruising big.
And so O'Quinn nails both of them. Hornets trail by 10. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Batum, and it's blocked by O'Quinn.
And a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
Here's Cantor, and he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle too.
Yeah, this is a tough one. The D is giving up way too many open looks, guys, and they're paying for it.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And Greg, with Enes Kanter last season, he had to miss significant time with the broken hand, but his offensive game is something to watch when he's healthy.
He just plays hard. He provides that instant offense off the bench, a great array of post moves to pick from.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Yeah, it's a good time to talk things over. Try to stop what's been a brutal run.
Yeah, he's got to use every device at his disposal at this point, and I think he wants to give other guys a breather right now.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Carter Williams against Jack. Now Carter Williams. Can they get it? Jack with the defensive effort.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
The D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
Now here's Carter Williams. Here's Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. New York leading by 14. Jack passes to Lee. And it's sent back by Howard.
Well, that's where he is just a force. Such a great internal clock in terms of his timing to go up and block those shots, Kevin.
And that's what you want in transition, a high percentage opportunity.
The story is true, and here the defense does a very poor job of matching up.
Here's Hardaway. After the basket by Charlotte. Here's Cantor. And he gets it to go. Cantor's got 7.
Well, this is the area where Cantor can really unleash his offensive arsenal. Difficult guy to defend inside.
On the wing, Batum. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got his 7th assist in the game. New York's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Here's Jack. He's got 15. There's a screen by Cantor. Here's Lee. A second chance effort. And he sinks the layup. He's got 12.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Block out, be aggressive, and control the glass.
Carter Williams, and the layup's good off the glass.
Worked that one inside nicely.
The Knicks leading by 11. And here is Jack. Cantor with a screen on Carter Williams. Offensive rebound. And Enes Kanter again. Cantor's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now here's Lamb. 6 points for him. He kicks to Howard. Looking to get back on track here. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. That one is off. Good on the second free throw.
Flagrant one, 2 shots.
Hernan Gomez is checked in for Cantor. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Williams. Lamb with the ball. He's against Lee. They grab their own miss. Howard misses.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
You know, sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
Now here is Hardaway. 15 points in the game. And Tim Hardaway Jr., the son of the legendary point guard who played for the Warriors as part of Run TMC. Tim Jr., though, Brent, is a shooting guard.
Well, Tim Jr. is a guy I saw walk into the gym when I was a young NBA player, as Tim would bring his son to the summer workout. So I've known that kid a long time. He's not a kid anymore. He's been playing like a man, has waited for his opportunity, and last season had his best overall season of his career.
That free throw good from Hardaway. For the Knicks, Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Beasley comes in for Courtney Lee. And it's Ntilikina in for Jarrett Jack. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And one issue that has come up for the Knicks in their quest for success, Brent, is their lack of continuity.
Maybe one problem, Kevin, is that the New York Knicks organization feels just a bit too cliquey between ownership and then management and the coaching staff, and that there just hasn't been the kind of connectivity that you need in order to make things grow organically. It's been very forced in New York City, and until they find that right combination, the struggles can continue.
On the wing, Hardaway. Over Monk. No good. Shot missing. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way. And yes, it's good. Monk's got 8.
And one of the more underrated elements of his game. This is a guy that's always in control. Love seeing him finish even with the contact.
Now here's Beasley. He's got 10. Here's Ntilikina. Off target from outside. Hornets trail by 11. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Joakim Noah. The Hornets have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Two shots.
Free throw drops for Monk. Baker, he's checked in for the Knicks. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And it's the Knicks with the ball. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Shot off the pick. No good off the front iron. Hornets trail by 9. In the corner, it's Monk. Launches a 3. They grab their own miss, and he makes that one.
And that is one thing he does very well. His intensity on the glass helps lead to these high percentage putbacks for his team.
They set the screen. Here's Baker. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Baker's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, some guys just take pride in how they set screens. It might seem like a small part of the game, but as you saw there, it can have a huge impact in getting a shooter an open look at the basket.
And there's the call on Cody Zeller. That's his first foul. The Knicks leading by 9. Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Baker. He dishes it to Beasley. Over Monk. No good from Beasley. For Charlotte, they've gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Shoots the 3, and there's Monk on the assist by Zeller. And that's 13 points for Malik Monk.
How about the quickness of that release by Monk, an experienced catch-and-shoot player who feels comfortable firing from deep.
Here's Ntilikina. Six to shoot. Noah the screen. Off the pick. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And this is something Ntilikina does remarkably well. I mean, he's a beast in that pick and roll and just has a knack for knowing where to go after he comes off the screen.
No one near him. Baker, no good.
And I know we want to assume these shots are going in. The defense definitely blew an assignment there, but still got lucky.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. 8-point game. Monk with the ball. He's got 13. They get it again. Zeller. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And a look here at the shot chart for Hardaway.
And the work he's doing from deep has been fun to watch. Great looks, and he's knocking them down. His ability and threat to drop those long-range bombs on a defense really makes their offense click.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
And when you watch Cody Zeller on the floor, you just see how effective he is. He really plays the position well on both ends. He doesn't put up those huge numbers, but the change for his team is that he is so versatile and easy to plug in.
And he's good on the second. And Greg, last season the Hornets were so much more productive when Zeller was on the floor. He was crucial whenever they came away with the win.
And many fans will tell you that Zeller was the second most important player on the team last season. Not a big box score guy, but his value to a team is undeniable.
Clock at 6. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Knicks lead by 9.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
The pass to Bacon. There's the feed to Monk. There's the pick. Passes to Stone. There's the dish to Kaminsky. They get it back. Zeller passes to Bacon. Kicks it to Monk. Here's Bacon. He tries for 3. Good on the triple. Bacon's got 10 points in the game.
And you got to appreciate just the presence of mind there. Monk demonstrating solid court awareness by finding the open man.
Now here's Beasley. 10 points for him. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
There's Bacon, and Charlotte again with the bucket. And so it's New York with it. There's Baker. Beasley with a clean look. The three-pointer, no good. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the third. Now, here's Monk. Guarded closer. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. .29 seconds left in the third. Here's Ntilikina. He's got 6. There's the pick. Launches a 3. Zeller grabs the board. Hornets trail by 6.
And really, this is where you want to just let the clock wind down.
Yep, unless you get a great look that's impossible to pass up, use the time wisely.
Beasley right side. Here's Ntilikina. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
The defense has to be besides themselves there. Terrific shot to close out the quarter by him.
And so it's New York in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Just 1 quarter left in regulation. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. And here are the Hornets now. They trail by 9 points. Noah is out there with Beasley. Then it's Enes Kanter, and it's Baker in at the 2. That's the 5 for New York right now. Carter Williams kicks to Batum. For 3, Williams buries it from 3-point range. Williams has got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for Charlotte. The Knicks leading by 6. Beasley outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Bacon. Carter Williams dishes to Williams. Back to Carter Williams. That's tipped. 1 minute now into this 4th quarter. Offensive rebound. And that one's good by Noah. And the Knicks lead by 8.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Williams kicks to Batum. Pick by Zeller. There's Bacon. Knicks with the rebound.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Noah kicks to Beasley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Williams a screen. Outside for Batum. Out to the right wing. 3-pointer. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
There's Baker. Noah the screen. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
A different look for New York. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Joakim Noah. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Ntilikina. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Lamb's checked in. Here's Baker. Back to Kanter. New York needs to get off a shot. Scooped up. Got a hand on it. Basket counts.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Pick by Zeller. Batum against Beasley. Batum passes to Zeller. Back to Batum. Knocked away. On the wing, Lamb. And another three for Charlotte.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
The Knicks leading by 6. Now here is Jack. Beasley the screen. Outside Jack. 6 on the shot clock. Cantor with the screen on Batum. And Jack, here we go. It's that one through the hole. Make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated. Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Now here is Jack. Cantor with a screen on Carter Williams. There's a screen by Cantor. Jack with it. Now defended by Carter Williams. Floats one up. It's deflected. And here they come. There's a screen by Williams. Zeller dishes to Batum. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. So for the Knicks, Hardaway's checked in for Beasley. And Lee's subbed in for Baker. Howard's checked in for Charlotte. And both free throws good for Nicholas Batum.
Well, they depend on him to score, and that doesn't mean just from the field. Sometimes it comes from the charity stripe.
Here's Jack. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Howard's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And Lamb kicks to Batum. And he comes up with the deuce. Batum's got 12 points here in the second half.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
The Knicks with the lead. Dishes it to O'Quinn. On the wing, Hardaway. Defended by Batum. Hardaway, no good.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yeah, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long.
Now, here's Cantor. There's a screen by Cantor. Here's Lee outside. The Hornets pull it in. Howard's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Well, the D looks like they're laying off just a little bit. He made 1 3 in the first half, but they're still daring him to shoot, and he can't make them pay for it.
And so here is New York following the bucket by the Hornets. Jack against Carter Williams. On the wing, Hardaway. And it's Hardaway slamming it down.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Here's Lamb following the score by New York. Howard takes to Lamb. Back to Howard. Makes it off the glass. Howard's got 4 points in the quarter.
A soft touch there from Dwight, gifted at measuring those interior shots.
And Jack, here we go. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Michael Carter-Williams.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
First free throw is good. And Jack drops them both. Charlotte has gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Carter-Williams, the pass to Howard. And a wide open look for Lamb. Off target with his 3. New York's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And that one drops. Hardaway has got 13 points in the second half.
That's a gorgeous assist. Outstanding at finding his guys in the spots where they want the basketball.
Outside, Batum. Hardaway with the steal. And a fast break now for New York. Teardrop shot. He lays it in. Now it's a 4-point Knicks lead. For Charlotte, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. And Lamb kicks to Carter-Williams. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
And Tim Hardaway Jr., the son of a former all-star point guard. Junior, not maybe the same ball handler his father was, but he can sure fill it up. And I really feel like he's established his niche in the NBA.
The Knicks making a switch here. Hernangomez is checked in. New York on D. Now Batum, and the jam by Nicholas Batum.
A good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
And Hardaway Jr., a 6'6" shooting guard out of Michigan. Talk about his game a little bit for us, Greg. Analyze where he is.
Above average in terms of his athletic ability, improving defensively, and right now he's playing off the ball, whether spotting up or filling the lane. I think this guy's got a chance to be special. He's passionate, and boy, does he compete.
Here's Williams. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
He's been incredible in this half. Anytime he pulls up from outside, you think that's bottoms.
Back to O'Quinn, and O'Quinn slams it in. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
Williams, a screen on Lee. Outside Williams for the 3. No good there. The Knicks go the other way with it. And here again, the Knicks in transition. Up the court they go. And it's Hardaway again missing.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Here's a little research I did, Kevin, on one Willy Hernangomez. He played for Real Madrid, and one of the better post prospects in the Spanish league. If you get a chance to watch his footwork down low, you could learn a few new dance moves.
That free throw good from Hardaway. And an interesting note to Hernangomez. He actually was a teammate of Porzingis back in Europe. Played a part in why he wanted to come over to the States.
Well, I feel like it was a good time for him to finally make the jump, Kevin, across the pond and get over to the NBA. Porzingis is vouching for him, and your organization is relying on Porzingis, you'd want to bring in guys that he wants to play with. And Hernangomez and his skill set might match up quite well with what KP brings to the table.
Hornets trail by 3. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Jack following the basket by Nicholas Batum. Here's the screen. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And the technical free throw is good. Carter Williams against Jack. 6 to shoot. Hardaway for 3. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Nobody near Williams. Hardaway with it. Now defended by Carter Williams. The Hornets trail. And Lamb kicks to Carter Williams. Over in the corner, Lamb. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. And that's 13 points for Lamb.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
And no question, it looks like they've rented out room along the perimeter in this ball game. And they're likely to keep doing this until the defense makes an adjustment.
It's good.
And Hernangomez looking pretty comfortable in that situation.
And the Hornets call time here. They're trailing by 1. We've got 1:55 left in the game. And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Jarrett Jack.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford had to say to his team. He wants to change it up defensively and get more people packed into the paint. He said they're beating us up down low. We have to put a stop to it. Let's see if they respond, Kevin.
Now here's Lamb. Howard in the post. Working on O'Quinn. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Sometimes the last resort there, Kevin, is to foul Dwight Howard. It happens quite often, but what a powerful presence on the inside.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
And Howard knows exactly what he's out there to do. Defend, rebound the ball, and be aggressive in the paint.
Now here is Hardaway. Lee kicks to Hardaway. Hernangomez passes to Jack over Carter Williams. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And this crowd ecstatic. They are pumped up.
And what a huge shot. You talk about an excited arena.
Howard with a screen on Jack. Carter Williams kicks to Batum. It's up a 3. But they recover.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
Cantor checked in for Hernangomez. The Knicks leading by 3. Lee kicks to Cantor. Picked by O'Quinn. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Hornets trail by 3. 59 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Carter Williams dishes to Williams. On the wing, Lamb. Here's Batum. It's in! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Oh, shocking there. That one's amazing.
Well, you play your heart out all night long, and then just one or two shots at the end decide the outcome.
Now, here's Cantor. New York, no good that time either.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
Some defenses are okay with giving up the mid-range shot. In this case, they contest it.
Back to Batum. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
And that was so clutch. I mean, they're in front by the slimmest of margins, in need of a stop right here.
And that one falls for Batum.
That's just clutch work, really. That's all you can say. A little bit of D now, and they'll be out of here with a win.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're down by 2. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. .17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Jack. He feeds it to O'Quinn. There's a good screen. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Five seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Two shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
So important to just stay poised, go through your routine. He did a good job there of just keeping his composure and putting those two away.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're behind by 4. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, they got to get straight to the hoop, then a foul immediately.
Here's Hardaway. No good again that time. So a close game sees Charlotte taking this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Michael, the key to this game for the team tonight?
It was just a team effort. You know, we moved the ball on defense. We were trying to help everybody out and be in the right spots all the time, and we were able to come up with the win.
Part of a rebuilding team here, Michael. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.